If marketing your business on social media has been stressing you out, I have the solution for you. Each month, I host a free YouTube workshop, and this month, I will be teaching the 5-hour weekly YouTube strategy. I help service providers leverage YouTube to increase traffic to their offers. But the number one problem I see is they have limited time and don't know what options are available. This workshop was specifically designed for busy business owners who only have 5 hours a week or less to devote to YouTube, and they aren't outsourcing to an editor. I hope this free training helps empower you to post more often with less stress. The replay is provided to everyone who registers and will still be available after May 18th. Visit lashondabrown.com/YouTube workshops to learn more today. Good morning and happy Monday to you. My name is LaShonda Brown and welcome to Bootstrap Biz Advice, where I teach service providers how to work less and live more by leveraging tech and YouTube. So I already know this is going to be an extremely popular live stream because I am going to walk you through literally 10 strategies to help you to grow your business so that you can take a summer break. Now, the lawn care folks are doing the most. So all of you who are watching live, if you will let me know in the comments if my audio is okay. I'm so grateful that they're cutting the grass. Why are they cutting it right now? We don't know, but we thank God for it. And we're kind of annoyed by it. It's all good. So thank you for being here live. I'm going to do my best to try to focus and deliver value without being distracted by the weed whackers, but that's just real life. Now, I will tell you, I went into the back end of my dashboard and I realized that literally hundreds of people have gone to StreamYard to give it a try because of this channel. So this week, our tech tool of the week is StreamYard, which is what I'm using right now to live stream to YouTube. And it allows me to be able to do these super engaging live streams, to pop up my own text, to share my screen, and really have a wonderful experience for those hopping on YouTube with very little effort on the back end. So if you want to give it a try, if you go to lashondabrown.com/StreamYard, that's going to give you access to StreamYard free for 14 days. So you get 2 weeks. You can go ahead and give it a try in the month of May to see if you want to keep it in June. So that is our tech tool of the week. If you are not doing this with your affiliates, I guess this is a bonus tip before I really hop into it. We need to start to integrate affiliate marketing into our strategy in a supernatural way so that it doesn't feel super frantic when you try to push them all at one time. So what I do is I have a tech tool of the week. And if I don't have it sponsored during that particular week, then I go through and I look at who are my top affiliates right now. And I just drive more traffic to the ones that are already converting. People see me using StreamYard every week. They experience what it's like when they hop into my free workshops or my group coaching calls. And so this is a really easy thing for me to promote because I'm constantly using it in my business. So that's just a little tip for you. Choose a tech tool of the week. That's a tool that you actually use to run your business, and it'll make affiliate marketing even easier for you. Now, you guys did see this in the announcement. I want to give you a little bit more details about that. The 5-hour YouTube strategy was a workshop that I created in direct response to some of the objections I was getting for the YouTube membership. So many of you want to do YouTube, but you don't have a lot of time. And so many other marketing avenues require a large amount of time investment to see a benefit. There are tons of ways that you can use YouTube without a huge amount of time. And so I'm like, you know what? The best way to teach this is in a workshop setting. So this Saturday, and y'all know, I usually protect my weekends, but one Saturday a month, I do a free workshop for those who can't typically attend my workshops during the week. So if you sign up at lashondabrown.com/YouTube workshops, and the link is already in the description, then you will get access to this workshop for free. The other thing that I want you to realize is that all of my workshops come with a replay. So if you're not able to attend the event live, you will get the replay as soon as the workshop is over because of how StreamYard works. So hopefully that is a benefit benefit to you all who sign up, and that will help you to overcome the time gap that you're having in your business. And then maybe later on, if you need more support in your YouTube journey, you can become a member. So that's the goal with that. All right. Now you will also see on my screen, and we may end up doing this live because I made this resource, I think, 30 minutes ago? I kid you not. I love kind of acting on impulses, and I thought I'm going to give you guys all these tips. You could go back and watch the replay and try to like screen grab everything I'm going to share. But what I did is I consolidated all the tips I'm going to share with you today. And what I did is I expanded on them a little bit more in PDF format. So I was able to create the PDF and design the cover, but it's not actually in Buy Me a Coffee yet. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to deliver the tips, and we're going to live on the live stream, prepare this digital product to sell. And then once I end the live stream, I'll put the link in the description, but you'll be able to go to lashondabrown.com/coffee and see the summer prep checklist. Okay. We're going to cover a lot of ground today. So if you have not already liked this video, make sure that you like it to help me to reach more people. It's getting to the point where my live streams are outperforming my feed content, and it's because you all are engaging. So it makes a difference, and it's a huge reason why I'm able to do what I do. So if you would like to support me today without spending a dime, all you have to do is hit that thumbs up, and it really does help in the YouTube algorithm. All right, so first things first, before you can implement any of these strategies, you need to make sure that you have the systems in place to handle the increased traffic. We don't talk about systems enough. A lot of you are interested in going viral. You're wanting to get more views on your reels, more views on your TikToks, views. But do you have the systems on the back end to actually handle that increased traffic to your ecosystem? So the 3 systems that I think you should have in place. I think you should have some type of email marketing software. You guys know I'm a Flowdesk University instructor. I'm going to rep them all day long, but you need to have an email marketing system regardless of who you use. One thing that I see is a big oversight for many online marketers is they don't have a generic sign up for their email list that isn't attached to a lead magnet. There are so many people pushing lead magnet. Well, what happens if someone just wants to get on your newsletter? What happens if people just want to continue to stay in touch with you? Do you have just a newsletter sign up? I don't need a PDF, baby. I just want to stay connected. Do you have that in place? Something like that is going to be super useful for these strategies that I'm going to suggest later in this live stream. So if you don't have just a generic sign up for your email marketing list, go ahead, write that down as a simple to do. A lot of people will do like lashondabrown.com/newsletter. In my case, I have lashondabrown.com/join the club. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and screen share and show you how I implement that in my business. And it's really helpful for these little sales promotions. Okay. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. We're going to go to lashondabrown.com and we're going to take a look at the homepage. So you can see on the homepage, I have 2 buttons. The 2 buttons that I have there are my lead magnets or ways to get on my list. Your list is going to be the number 1 way that you're going to make money in your business. So at the top, you see join the club is in green. The club, the Bootstrap Club, is the name of my email list, okay? Underneath that is my free YouTube workshops. What I noticed is people wanted to attend past workshops because I do a free one every month, and I didn't have a consolidated landing page to send them to. Platforms like Crowdcast can do it, but Crowdcast is like 2 to 3 times more expensive than StreamYard. So I was like, shoot, I got a website. I can make my own landing page. And so that's what that is. So if you go to free YouTube workshops, you can see that the workshop for this Saturday is at the top, and it has a button that says grab your seat. But underneath that, I have all the replays for the previous free workshops that we did in January, February, March, and April. All right. Now, if we were to go back to the homepage, Join the club is going to send you to another landing page, which is also my Start Here button. Okay. So at the very top, you'll see a simple little phrase. All of this is just a single line or inline form in Flowdesk. And it says, burnout is real, but it doesn't have to be your reality. If you leverage tech, you can do less manually and live a more fulfilling life without sacrificing your health or reducing your income. Join my free community, the Bootstrap Club, for mindful marketing and tech tips delivered straight to your inbox. First name, last name, email address, and join the club versus saying submit or sign up here. Okay. So this is my generic, you are now on my email list. And so this is what I'm referring to. Do you have a way for people to get on your email list directly? Yes, they could inadvertently get on my email list because of the YouTube workshops, but I could also just add them to my list. If you scroll down, I have one ebook that I offer as a lead magnet, and that is my 16-page YouTube passive income guide. This guide has generated hundreds of leads for my list, maybe thousands at this point. Well, not thousands, maybe 1,000 at this point. But a lot of people will ask me how to make money with YouTube, and I refer them to this resource. So these are ways that people can get on your list. And you often see things like webinars or ebooks. But again, having a way for people to simply get on your list or join your community or join the club, in my case, is a super helpful thing to do. So if you don't have that in place, I would strongly encourage you to go ahead and do that for the summer. Now, the next thing I want you to have is some type of online scheduler or calendar with payment processing integrated. Many of you are using an online calendar like Acuity or Calendly, but you don't have it connected to PayPal or Stripe. The reason why you want to do this is because some of these strategies will involve you driving traffic to a scheduler and wanting to capture payment at the same time. When you do it that way, it reduces the amount of steps people have to take, and then they don't get on your calendar until they've paid you first. So you're not getting people on your calendar and then chasing them down to invoice them or collect money later. You can collect the money and then they get the privilege of being on your calendar. So you need that system in place. I personally use Calendly and I integrate it with Stripe. The downside to Stripe is that for me personally, it takes longer to process payments. So if you have next day payouts with PayPal, you may want to choose to opt for PayPal versus Stripe so that the money takes less time to get into your bank account. The last thing you want to have in place is you want to have a simple checkout cart. Now, I found out recently that I am in the top 2% of shops on Buy Me a Coffee, which is like, love that for me. I love using it, and that's what I'm going to demo later in this live stream. I also use PayHip for a free online shop. So when you go to shop.lashondabrown.com, you're going to PayHip, not Squarespace. And Flowdesk checkout is also integrated into my Flowdesk account. I did an entire video, actually I did two, about Flowdesk checkout, everything you need to know about Flowdesk checkout, and then Flowdesk checkout FAQs. So if you have never leveraged that, you already use Flowdesk, maybe something to consider. But when you're trying to generate income over the summer, you want to simplify the sales process. If you already have something in place like SamCart, ThriveCart, any of those carts, they could be useful as well. What I like about Buy Me a Coffee and PayHip is they're both free. What I like about Flowdesk checkout is it's already integrated into your email, so it saves you steps. But you can definitely pay for a whole nother cart service if that's what you're into. Y'all know I love to bootstrap stuff. So if you're, in a position where you want to boost some sales quickly, then using a free platform is a great thing to do. So again, Buy Me a Coffee, PayHip, those are free. PayHip charges you a transaction fee, and then obviously Stripe or PayPal will take their piece. And then Buy Me a Coffee, I believe it's all contained within Stripe. So that's how that works. All right, so I have a good amount of you here watching live. So I'm going to talk, pause for questions. That's going to be our cadence for this. Remember, if you are watching in the replay, you can still like this video and help it to reach more people. And if you comment, your comments are going to stay in the replay, and those comments also help with engagement. So I really want you guys to pick my brain. Like, it has just been heavy on my heart that a lot of people are struggling right now financially. And so I really want to pour in. That's why I think this is going to be a very popular live stream, because I'm literally showing you step by step. Okay. So the guide that's going to accompany this, we're going to put it in Buy Me a Coffee. I'm going to show you how I designed it in Canva. And then we're going to hop into 10 different strategies. The last thing I want to tell you before we hop in is just the concept of discounts. Okay. It's very tempting to do discounts when you want to try to boost your sales and your business. But what you want to do instead is increase the value to increase urgency without having to discount your services. And this is huge. And the reason why is when you run discounts, you begin to train your community to wait for a sale, and you lower the perceived value of your offer. So now whatever you discount it to is the price, and you're now in a race to the bottom. Okay. So I wrote this whole phrase out because when I tell you this is so key for online marketing, and not enough people are explaining this to folks. When you run a discount, what you end up doing is you begin to train your community to wait for a sale. A great example is JCPenney. Okay, JCPenney drastically decreased their sales when they start taking away their coupons, because they understood that shopping at JCPenney was all about leveraging your coupons. And so when they reduced the price and eliminated the coupons, people didn't like it as much because they had been trained on how to shop at JCPenney. So you have to understand that when you are growing an online business, while you are providing a product or service, you're actually training your audience on how you sell in your business. And if you are constantly running discounts, well, all they're going to do is just wait for the discounts. And when it's full price, they're not going to buy. And so you really don't want to continue to run discounts. What you want to do instead is add value rather than taking away value for yourself. Okay. Now, I do want to say this as a caveat because I literally just ran a discount. For my birthday, I ran a discount to my membership, and I believe I gained 10 new members as a result of this promotion. I did not run this promotion publicly. I also did not reduce the price of my membership like lower than the founding members paid to get in there, but it was reduced from what is publicly available on my page. It was just for 48 hours. I will not be running another sale. I do not want to give the perception that my membership will constantly be discounted, because the more that the app grows, the more valuable it's going to become, not less valuable. So that was just for my birthday, and I probably won't do it again. And I communicated to my audience, probably won't do it again. And so that helped increase urgency. So like, if you do set that tone and you say, okay, here's the discount, you have to hold yourself accountable and don't keep running them. It's so tempting. But you don't want to lower the perceived value of what you do, because if you do that, you will constantly be fighting with the past version of yourself. We need to increase prices and grow over time, not regress on purpose. Okay. So I hope that's helpful. I want to make sure I explain myself so you don't get confused. I did not publicly offer a discount on my membership. It was just to my list. It was 2 emails. That was it. So if you're going to do it, you've got to put up boundaries, and you cannot keep doing it. All right. Cool. That was the Mama Shonda moment for today. So let me go ahead and I'm going to go into StreamYard real here. We're going to present, I'm going to add slides, and then I'm going to add the PDF that I made for us today. So I will show you. I literally whipped this up in like 30 minutes. I just get these like fits of creativity, and it's like, it's kind of frantic, but it's fun. Love it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add it to the stage, and yeah, this will be a good version. Oh, to me. Okay. So I had totally forgotten about this photo shoot I did with Chip. But I was reminded about it this morning, and I'm like, oh, that'll make a really good cover for an ebook. So, we're going to talk about 10 simple strategies that will help you to grow your business before you take a summer hiatus, sabbatical, vacation, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So, this literal PDF is going to go up and buy me a coffee. If you go to lashondabrown.com/coffee, once we do this, you'll be able to download this for $5. Now, the guide looks like this. It's very simple, and it's going to expand on what I talk about in this video. I am not going to set up shop and keep the tips up forever so you can take fast notes. It's $5, y'all. It's not even a cup of coffee. I'm being real with you. Inflation, you can barely get a cup of coffee or like a latte for less than $5. So this is a strategy, okay? As I was preparing for this live stream and I was putting all these banners in StreamYard, I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, you're doing a lot, okay? This happened to me on LinkedIn too. Like, I exceeded the characters available on LinkedIn. I got excited. I wanted to share all the things. So sometimes the best thing for you to do is to create a PDF resource to accompany what you're saying, or create a template or a spreadsheet or something. If you genuinely care about your students applying what you're talking about, give them a way to consume the content outside of what you're talking about, whether it's a podcast episode, a live stream. Amy Porterfield is famous for this. You'll go to amyporterfield.com/episode to get your spreadsheet, your template, your checklist, whatever. This is a great way to grow your list. And if you charge for it, it's a great way to grow your passive income. It did not take me long at all to create this in Canva. I will show you Canva. You can also use lashondabrown.com/Canva45 to get free Canva Pro. Now it's 30 days, not 45. So I got to update my link, but that will take you there. So if I share this tab instead, we're going to go into Canva. And so you can see where I legit made this in Canva. Okay. Now the funny part is if I go to the grid view, it's actually a workbook I was inspired by. I was inspired by one single page. So I took the one page, I duplicated that for page 2 and 3. I designed my own cover. And now I can go back in here and, get inspired by other template pages later. But this is something I do all the time in Canva. Many of the templates that you see there, they've got 2 or 3 pages that are bomb, and then the rest are just not on brand, not what you want. You can open up a template, get inspired by a few pages, and simply export the pages you need. You don't need the whole template, okay? So this is what I did in Canva. Now, all I needed to do was to go up to the top right, export it as a PDF. So I had a file to send to buy me a coffee. And then the last thing we're going to want to do is export the cover so that we can make it like a little thumbnail inside the buy me a coffee shop. Okay. So that is what we will be doing live on this live stream because I didn't finish. All right. So let me go look in the comments. Hey, pretty lady. So glad I'm catching you live. Welcome, welcome. I have a generic sign. That's a great. Oh, I don't have one. Okay, awesome. So make sure you create that. This is very true about discounts. So glad you said this. This is awesome. Borrowing the strategy. Love that. Okay, yeah, so you guys keep it coming in the comments. I can see you. I know typically when you guys get silent in the comments, it's because you're actively listening, so I get it. But the comments also help me to remember that I'm not just talking to myself. So, keep the comments coming. All right, so first tip, digital downloads, okay? You can create a bundle of products you already have and add one for a limited time. Or you can do like I did, create a PDF resource like this one that I just showed you to accompany a podcast or live stream as a low-cost product. I have found that $5, it's so easy. It's so easy. Now, granted, $5 takes a lot of $5 to add up to being a whole lot. But what's great about doing this on a live stream, for instance, is I can optimize this video. This video will live on my YouTube channel, and this will become a passive income generator for my business simply by driving traffic to this summer prep checklist. Okay. And so, yes, I get paid by YouTube to post because I have a monetized account. But as soon as I start adding links to my own offers in the description, now I've increased the income producing potential of one piece of content without adding more work to my plate. So I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So I hope that's helpful. Okay, so if you have a bundle of, if you have digital products, you can bundle them together, and that you can offer, for a special time. And you can add something to it. Because again, we're not doing discounts, right? So say for instance, if you had, 3 ebooks already, you could throw in a video training along with the bundle of 3 resources and offer that. Okay. So I don't have a ton of digital products, but I know that a lot of people do. So I wanted to give that as an option. If you happen to have a course, you can add a group coaching session to those people who buy within a certain window of time. A lot of times with these self-paced courses, people still want to hear from you. Okay. And so if you can throw in a group coaching session for all your new students who sign on within a certain amount of time, that may, boost some traffic of a resource that's been available for months on your website. So that's an idea. For those of you who are coaches or consultants, you can add a workbook or templates to those who book by a certain date. I would actually lean heavier on the templates. All right. So in my case, I'm a YouTube coach, right? So if I were to create some thumbnail templates, some title hooks for YouTube videos, sample description format, things like that. I could bundle those together and say, hey, if you book a coaching call in the month of May, I will throw in this digital resource that is not available anywhere else, right? So when you create templates, what you're doing is you are simplifying the amount of work that someone has to do to get outcomes after your coaching session, and you're increasing the likelihood that they're going to give you a great testimonial. Especially if you're not going to charge them for it, it's great. Okay. So a lot of programs now, whether it's Honeybook, Flowdesk, Canva, they offer a share a template button. So what that means is you can take work that you did for yourself, simplify it, and make it available to your clients within, I would say 30 minutes to an hour tops. In my Buy Me a Coffee shop, I actually sell the template to my weekly emails. I studied 20 plus newsletters, created my own template for my list, and I make that available for $5. And that has been very popular because people go, ain't got time to be studying no newsletters, girl. You can have my $5. I will take your template. Okay. So you want these like really easy buys or really easy buying decisions for your customers so that you're not in this franticness of launch energy. Like I'm very anti-launch. I'm like, it's too much. I only work 20 hours a week. Like I don't need all that in my life. Okay. Next one is a challenge. These challenges are super popular. I did a whole live stream about challenges. I would encourage you, do a 3-day challenge. But what I am seeing, because I'm nosy, is that people are doing the literal most with these challenges. And they're creating challenges that do not leverage work they've already done. Nobody's asking you to do something brand new for this challenge. They just want the outcome. So if you already have a coaching program, say for instance, I used to offer strategy sessions in packs of 3. So we would do an intensive on YouTube strategy. We would do an intensive on YouTube SEO. And then we would do an intensive on passive income and brand partnerships. I could take the framework of my existing coaching program and I could give people tastes of it over 3 days, turn that into a 3-day challenge because they already have a framework. And then if I wanted to, I could offer them, hey, if you would like to expound on what we just did, feel free to book a YouTube strategy session. Okay. So start to leverage the work you've already done. Like, no one's asking for something brand new. They're simply wanting results in a short amount of time because we are all strapped for time over the summer. Okay. So this is not the time to ask people to get tethered to your business for multiple weeks, multiple months. This is about, short outcomes. Okay. 3-day investment. I moved the needle in my business. Paid for a resource, 60 minutes. I moved the needle in my business. Like, they're not looking for a lot of commitment. People are trying to get commitments off their plate right now, not on them. So that's a huge difference. When you're selling in the summer, you have to remember vacations, weddings, graduation, Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July. Like, we doing a lot. Okay. So don't act like life isn't lifing as you run your business. Be cognizant of what's happening and modify your offers accordingly, and it'll be easier to sell. Okay. All right. Masterclass. Create a new masterclass that will only be available for those who register by a specific date. Okay. So you create the urgency by saying you can get in this class, but you have to sign up by X date. It's not an evergreen. It's living forever in your shop, on your website, etc. Now, again, I said create a new to them, not necessarily brand spanking new. In my case, I have done over 30 podcast interviews. I have been a guest expert in like 15 different memberships. I have taught in person. I have taught virtually. Go in Canva. Look at your old slide decks, come up with a new name, refresh that branding. There's your masterclass. Okay. Like, there's so much work you've already done. Sometimes repackaging it is all you need. You don't need to start from scratch. Okay. So I already know, the session I did for Amy Porterfield's membership back in the day, and by back in the day, I mean like last month, was so fire. But that was specific to her audience. I could easily take that slide deck and modify it for my community, knowing what their pain points are. And I would probably be like 70% there with what I did for her. So that's what I'm trying to talk about. Like, you don't, just because you're offering a new product doesn't need to be new to you. It's new to them. Okay. Hope that's helpful. All right. Free workshop or webinar. Host a free event to funnel people into a low ticket offer. So I had some time to think over the weekend, and I have a much better system for funneling people into my membership. And I have decided that I am trying to do a membership first model moving forward. All of these changes with social media is like, y'all are really trying to stress me out. Ain't trying to do all that. I want to serve my members and serve them well, and then leverage my membership for everything else. So the free workshop that I'm doing on Saturday, I'm using StreamYard. I'm not paying for Zoom webinar. I'm not paying for Webinar Jam. I'm not paying for none of them standalone webinar tools, because StreamYard on-air webinar is fire. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do differently is I'm specifically going to do this workshop with the intention of growing my star student membership tier. Not all the way to bootstrap creators, but just star students. What I have noticed looking at the data is that it's more beneficial for me to get somebody from free to $10 a month, give them a chance to experience me as an educator behind the paywall, because it's a whole different experience. I'll be honest with you. Get them a chance to experience that. Prepare them if they don't already have a YouTube channel. And then once they have the channel, then funnel them into bootstrap creators. Okay. Now I'm having to do catch up work with my current members who are in bootstrap creators who don't have a YouTube channel because they didn't start out with it. And I'm realizing that it's better to prepare people for that experience than to, start them out like drinking from a fire hose. Okay. That is another reason why I beta tested this membership, so I could get real people in real situations and kind of figure out what was a healthy rhythm for that. So the free webinars is to drive traffic to something that's $10 a month, not $50 a month. Okay. My $50 a month people are my ride or dies. They're going to be my affiliates for the things that I release later in the year. Like those are like, I may even cap that membership, to be honest with you, because I really want it to be an exclusive group. The $10 a month membership tier, star students, like I could have 500 people on there and it wouldn't like drive me crazy because they don't get access to me through our private community. They don't have the ability to voice note me. Like there's way more boundaries with that. So it's going to be better for me to do these free workshops and funnel them into something that's $10 a month and then earn their trust so that they upgrade than trying to get them to go from free to 50. Okay. So that's the update to the strategy. For those of you who are trying to do something similar, I just want to make sure you know what I'm doing. All right, we're covering a lot of ground. Make sure you like this video. It's jam-packed. All right, newsletter swaps plus affiliates. I've been doing this with a couple friends and it's working. Trade newsletters with a friend to help spread the news about your offers or freebies and offer commission. Now, I haven't done the swap yet, but I have become affiliates for friends' products, and that's been cool. Whether I've referred them a client or I've helped them promote something that they're offering, giving your friends affiliate commission for helping you to sell is huge, especially if they have a similar audience. Okay. So you can newsletter swap for freebies. You could say, hey, would you be willing to share my freebie? I'll share your freebie. Help me grow my list. Or it could be, hey, I'm offering this challenge. Would you be willing to promote it? For every person you refer, I'll give you $5. Like, figure out what works for you. It doesn't even have to be a formal referral program. A lot of friends have created a code, and then based on redemptions, they just send me money through their invoicing system. Like, it don't have to be that deep, okay? But if your friends are truly friends, if you're like, girl, my list is stagnant, I need some help, I'm pretty sure they would help, okay? So consider, now these need to be like-minded audiences. If you're a CPA, don't be marketing to your friend that's a Pilates teacher, because that's not a great connection there. But if you're serving the same target market, consider doing this to grow your list or to just get some more eyeballs on your offers. I don't hear many people talking about that one, so give that one a try. All right, you can go live. You guys see this a lot on Instagram, but I want you to understand that what's great about this is this is going to help grow your Instagram account immediately. And if your Instagram account has been stagnant and dead, I would strongly encourage you to go live with 3 friends, specifically 3. Max that puppy out, okay? Every time a friend joins, it will send out a push notification to their community that that person went live. And it's so easy for people to tap on your handle and follow you from a live stream. I would go live anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, okay? The purpose is not to boost sales. It's to boost brand awareness, and it's to drive traffic to your list. That's the goal, okay? So this is one of the very few ways that Instagram can help you right now. So if you've got some friends, again, say, hey guys, wanna go live? Wanna do it? Wanna? And just make it happen. Super easy. Come up with the topic. Like I've been doing the panels on the YouTube channel. Say, okay, the topic is online marketing. The topic is fitness, wellness, life, come up with a topic that makes sense. Market it, the 3 of you, market it in your stories to help get people on there. But collaborations, man, sometimes you just got to call in the friends. And so definitely be willing to be a good friend. If somebody approaches you with this idea, take them up on it because you don't know when you're going to need them, and it'll be great for them to return the favor. Okay. 2 more ideas, and then we're going to hop into buy me a coffee. Blatantly sell to your list, honey. Just do it. Like, just straight up say, here's what I offer. Here's some testimonials. Do you want to buy what I'm selling? I think a lot of times we try to be cute and we try to, not manipulate is very strong, but we try to couch our requests in a bunch of flowery language, writing these super long emails and telling this narrative, and all that's fine and well. But if you need to sell stuff, just be honest about it. Hey, I've got 5 coaching sessions open this month. Here's some results from my last 5 coaching clients. If you need me to coach you, click on this button. Okay. Some of you have gotten so caught up in nurturing your list that you forgot to leverage your list. Okay. So I need you to just tell people what you sell and sell it. There's that. Okay. And the last one is for those of you who are leveraging brand partnerships in your brand, like I am. Message your previous brand partners and create a Black Friday style partner bundle for July. Christmas in July promo. It's May. Okay. That gives people the month of May, the month of June to kind of get on board, get their ish together. You may not collect the funds before the end of May, but that helps to build up some excitement. And just like you would do a promo for Black Friday, helping to promote their offer, you could say, hey, let's do a Christmas in July campaign. I'm going to do 12 days of Christmas in July. That's allowed. I'm strongly considering, doing my own little Christmas in July promotion. So that is an idea. That is an option. Okay. So now that we have gone through that was a lot. That was a lot, guys. This is why y'all need the PDF. I'm serious. Like, even I am like, what did I share with you? That's a lot. So we've got our PDF here that we created in Canva. And so what we're going to do now that that is exported is we are going to hop into Buy Me a Coffee and make it available. So I'm going to show you what it looks like with the previous product I already have in here. And we're going to add this. All right. So if you go to LaShondaBrown.com/coffee, it's going to take you to my Buy Me a Coffee page. Now, Buy Me a Coffee is a Patreon competitor. Okay. Because some people don't quite understand what this tool is for. And so I think that will offer some perspective for you. Okay. So what I decided to do was to use Buy Me a Coffee back in the day. If we scroll down here where it all began, I think you guys can see it in the bottom right. It all began with just buy me a coffee. So a coffee is $5 and people can buy you 1, 3, 5, or they can type in a number. So back in the day, back in 2022, when I didn't sell anything, I just had people buy me coffees. And that was how I made money directly for my students. I didn't have a product to sell them at the time. So they can write their name or their social handle and say something nice. And this was like an amazing encouragement to me because I was pouring out over and over and over again on these live streams. And it gave them a chance to encourage my heart and tell me like, hey, like it was helpful. Like, thank you so much for doing that. So that's where the journey began on Buy Me a Coffee. Again, this is free. If you go to LaShondaBrown.com/buymeacoffee, I actually get $5 for you creating a free account. So I'll link that later. But yeah, it's a phenomenal tool. Let me go ahead and hide my logo to simplify that. Okay. Now, if you scroll up, you're going to see I started beta testing my memberships. So Star Student is my workshop subscription, and Bootstrap Creators is my YouTube membership. So you can do a membership and Buy Me a Coffee for free, and it integrates with Stripe. So when people sign up for $10 a month or sign up for $50 a month, it creates a subscription in Stripe for me, and it charges their card once a month. Okay. So Star Students is what I was talking about with the free workshop. So I'm going to take people from a free workshop to say, would you like a subscription to my workshops? And so that's an easier transition than hopping straight into Bootstrap Creators. Now you can see here on the side where it says someone, in this case, it was Grace. Grace claimed my custom Flowdesk newsletter template. So you will see a mix here. You will see members, you will see people claiming the template, and templates are considered extras. And this is the equivalent of a shop in Buy Me a Coffee. So at the top, you see membership, and this is its own landing page. Then you can see posts, and the posts are paywalled. So if you are a Star Student, then you will be able to see the replays Like this was the workshop that I did with Jess Ekstrom. And so you'll be able to play this directly in Buy Me a Coffee if you are a Star student or a Bootstrap creator. Okay, so that's how that works. It's paywalling your posts. All right, and then if we go to extras, extras is the shop. Okay, now what I love about Buy Me a Coffee is it makes it super simple. All I need is a little thumbnail here, and when you click on it, it honestly, this isn't even the right size, okay? Because I was rushing. I was like, let's just make this lickety split. So here's a thumbnail of the template, and look how simple it is. My custom Flowdesk newsletter template. I studied 20 plus newsletters to create this custom layout in Flowdesk. Done. Like you don't need no landing page, you don't need no testimonials, you don't need all of that because it's $5. Like you say what it is, you show a preview of it, and then people click and buy. It's so simple. Love that. So when Flowdesk came out with the template sharing feature, I just went ahead and made that template so that if people wanted to support the channel and wanted to buy it, they could. In the top right hand corner, you can see where it says share. You can copy that link and then you can share that in your bio. You can share it in your emails and it will go directly to the checkout page. I'm going to go ahead and paste this in the chat because I think it will be clickable on your end. So you can see what the interface looks like when people go to purchase it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop sharing just for a moment. And I am going to make sure I remember, yep. Let's see here. Because I don't want to show all my business on the internet. So give me a second. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yep. All right. So let me share this tab. So what we're going to do now is we are going to create a new extra in the shop. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to name this. I think the guide was called 10 Simple Growth Strategies, but I feel like that's not very exciting. All right, so we're gonna name this Summer Prep Checklist or Summer Biz Prep Checklist 10 Growth Strategies. Use one or more of these. Make sure you guys can still see this. Yep. These strategies to grow your biz this summer so you can relax and be stress free while you're with your friends and family. Boom. That's all you need to say. You know, you don't need to be telling the whole story. Okay, price. $5. Okay, confirmation. Thank you so much for supporting Bootstrap Biz Advice by snagging this checklist. All right. So, yep, I created it. There is no illegal adult copyrighted or prohibited content. Category, not necessary. And let's see, we're going to upload a file. So I saved it here. Open. All right, we got that. Now we need a little photo. So what I'll do is go back to Canva. And then we're going to share, download JPEG. Nope, current page. Download it. Love that. Cool. Yep, that works. And we're going to go back here. We're going to upload it. Our cute little cover here. All right, love that. All right, double check. We had a title, description, featured image, price, confirmation, file. I created this. Nope, I don't need to ask a question. I don't need to limit the spots. Not a special price for members. Allow buyer to choose quantity. Not necessary. Okay, so that's showing me a little preview. That works. Pretty simple. All right, so we're going to do that. And we're going to publish it. Okay, so that's going to give me a link. So I'm going to copy that, put that in the chat for y'all. And then the last thing I want to do, so you can see here now, it added that product to my little shop page. If I go back to the home page, I still see the newsletter template as my featured extra. So I want to do that. So let me remind myself how to change that. Just give me a moment. I believe, because they just redid the interface. So, membership shop. Yep, I want that. But there was a way that I could feature a shop product. And I want to say, was it edit page? Not edit page. This is so funny. I used to be like so freaked out about you guys seeing me do stuff in real time because I'm like, it doesn't make me look like an educator. And I'm like, girl, calm down. You literally are doing this in real time. Who's doing this? Tell me who. Tell me who. Okay, there we go. So it is under, if I go back, okay, I found it. When you go to, all right, I'm going to show you this. Make sure. I'm so surprised StreamYard is keeping up with all this. This is so great. Okay. So if I go here, I'm going to say feature on home. So this is under the shop tab under monetize and buy me a coffee. So feature on home, if you click that, when I go back to view my page, bada boom, bada bang, there it is. So if I want just one there, then I would not feature the second product. But since both of them are actually doing well right now, I kind of want people to see both. This is not how it used to appear on Buy Me a Coffee, and I'm kind of a fan of the layout. So yeah. So there you have it, my friends. So now, if you go to lashondabrown.com/coffee, you too can have the PDF from today's session. Love that. Now I have a passive income product. I have marketed my workshop this Saturday. I have told you about my membership. I have explained to you that I offer coaching sessions. I have generated passive income from YouTube by monetizing this video. I have promoted StreamYard, which will boost affiliate clicks to my StreamYard link, which is a recurring commission. So every month you pay, I get paid. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So friends, if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. I'm super grateful for you. Make sure that you like this video because I think this was really good. I think this was a really practical way to help you all to grow your business over the summer so that you can take time off and have systems in place that are generating leads and income for you while you are unplugged. So yeah, this was super full. Maybe it was too much. If it was too much, y'all tell me. But like, I just got really excited. So I wanted to share all the things. Remember, I'm using StreamYard for free to use it as well, free for 14 days. And I will see a lot of you on Saturday for the workshop. Super excited. So what I'm going to end our time with is the ad for our monthly workshop. So again, Star students, it is $10 a month for you to be a Star student and for you to get access to the monthly workshops. I'm super excited that this month I will be co-facilitating a workshop with Phil Palin. He is also a tech educator. And so the two of us, if y'all heard us on his podcast, Brand Therapy, that's just a sneak peek. We are just besties for life. Have we met in person yet? No, we are best friends. And he is so smart. And he's going to teach about how to generate full-time income being a part-time creator. So for those of you who don't want to quit your job, but you do want to leverage content marketing to be a creator part-time, this will be great for you. So let's see. Are you using pretty links to rebrand your links? I'm actually using the URL mapping feature in Squarespace, which is super nerdy, but it's cheap and free. So that's what I use. So I literally just create a redirect in Squarespace, and I use that to direct to my affiliate links. I do have a meeting with a rebranding link company this week. So I may be switching to that so I can start getting some more data. I don't get any data from the redirects. I just am able to simplify them. So I would like to start getting data so that I can pass that along to my brand partners. So when I finish that meeting, I'll let you know how that goes. Let's see here. Wondering if HoneyBook will be an option for the calendar. It is an option. It is an option. You can use HoneyBook Scheduler and create a workflow where people book in HoneyBook and then it automatically sends an invoice. That is how Diana set up my coaching calls when we set that up. So that is an option. See, did I miss anybody else in the comments? You guys stuck with me. I was like watching the number. At one point, we had like over 20 people on this live stream, which is really exciting because it's Monday morning and I know you guys are busy. But I really hope this was super valuable for you. All right, I think I got everything that I saw. So I hope again that you found value in this. I will be creating that video that you guys requested about how to make an Instagram story to market your YouTube videos. Because a lot of you put clips in the last video. So, yeah, I forgot to say like a cool word for you guys to like put in the comments to help with engagement. It really helped. I think our Monday live stream last week had like almost 400 views in a week, which again, it's like outperforming some of my feed videos, which is nuts. So yeah, I guess, yeah, if you have questions, comments, concerns, if you enjoyed it, if it was helpful, no fancy word this week, just say, that was great, love that, and that will help. All right. Oh my gosh, you got the checklist? Stop it. Stop it. That's not, okay. You made my day. You made my day. I literally just did this in real time. Y'all, I have never been more excited about $5. Like that's why y'all gotta be live streaming. Like, that's nuts. That's nuts. Thank you so much. That's crazy. Like, I'm like, what time is it? It is 7 minutes after I posted the checklist. Y'all saw me literally do it. Somebody bought it. That's crazy. That's crazy. What an encouragement. How nice. Wow. I love her job. Okay. Well, there you have it. Watch the replay. Angela's going to go through and put time codes so you guys can skip. So that'll be like a great accompaniment with the PDF to remind you some of the practical examples that I shared. But again, I made that PDF because I felt like you might get overwhelmed by just watching. So again, $5 is in the shop, LaShondaBrown.com/coffee. You could buy me a coffee, but for the same price, you could have the checklist. So there you go. So yeah, how fun, man. This is so great. This is amazing. I love how you did it and I didn't have to take notes. Yeah. So you literally could give away your show notes. A lot of speakers are now giving away their slide decks as a lead magnet when they speak in person. So I think sometimes we overcomplicate running an online business, because so many people are pushing these marketing strategies that are just like trigger this and funnel this. And I'm like, golly, I don't know. When the sun came out in spring, I just want to be outside. I just want to be by somebody's river, in somebody's park. I just did not want to be designing all of these sequences to try to convince people to buy what I'm selling. So I hope that was an encouragement. Like, I literally created something at like 9:15 because I got excited. I finished it by 9:45. I went in my bathroom, slapped on some makeup. Y'all, I'm still wearing my biker shorts from working out this morning because you can't see them. So I look put together from the top up. I mean, this is real life, you know? I think there's this perception that people have way more together than they do. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like scattered and frantic, but like at the same time, I'm a human being. And I think that's why when people meet me in person, they're like, wow, like you really are the same. And it's because like I really am. Like I genuinely do get excited when you guys buy what I create. I genuinely do get excited when I create a strategy and it works, because what a powerful thing. You know, I'm not gonna get super deep about it, but like it's crazy, you know, in a day and age where people are struggling to be able to just create something, basically talk to yourself for a little bit and just sell stuff is insane. But you have to know how to leverage the tech to do it. And this is why I am feeling I got to do a better job of showing people that I really do know what I'm talking about. Because there are a lot of people who are just better marketers than I am, who are taking a lot of people's money and not giving the results. And, you know, it's unfortunate that that's the case, but the best thing that I can do is to stand apart, to be different, to be ethical, to be honest, and to keep things affordable, knowing the reality of the world we're living in. I'm not trying to like shake out all your coins. I'm just trying to be helpful, you know? I'm trying to share what's working for me and make it easy for you to understand so you can implement it. Like it's not that deep, you know? I started as an entrepreneur my senior year of college. I've never had a full-time job working for anyone. And like, I am the bootstrapper. I had to figure it out. I live in the mountains. No one knows how to run an online business here. Not like I'm doing now. Like, I try to explain to people what I do. They get confused. Like, it's just not the vibe, you know, and that's okay. I love where I live. I love it. But the reality is I didn't have the support. And so we just had to figure it out. And I've been in business since 2011. So at this point, I got over 10 years under my belt, you know? I'm still young, but I've got over a decade of experience doing specifically this. So, and that's what this channel is about. I want to get more creative with how I teach you guys. The app is going to be coming out soon. I'm doing the literal most. I did like another photo shoot Thursday night because I thought of an idea and I'm like, ooh, gotta do this. Like, I really, when I tell you, I'm getting into the minutia with this thing because I really think it's going to change the game for you. Like, it's going to make tech education so much more accessible and affordable and fun. But it just requires a lot of prep work. So I'm enjoying it. We migrated over 160 videos. I'm simplifying all the descriptions. I'm creating resources to go with stuff. I'm already thinking about the first course. It's probably going to be about live streaming because a lot of you want to do it, but you don't feel confident yet. So yeah, it's a whole lot, but I just feel perfectly positioned to just hit the gas. I think there's so many people just wanting to learn from somebody like me that I just need to keep showing up. And that's what these Monday live streams are about. It's not about me giving you guys tons of fanfare, tons of special effects. Like, I just want to keep showing you that I know what I'm talking about and I genuinely like what I do. And so if you like my vibe, if you want to learn from somebody like me, then I just show you how to connect. And so that's what online marketing should be. It should simply be, here I am in all of my honesty, you know, I'm not Gonna be beat to the gods 9 times out of 10. I just slapped something on right before this. But the reality is, I have something to offer, and I just have to keep showing up until enough people hear what I'm doing and buy what I sell, right? And offer it at a variety of price points so that if people can't afford a $500 an hour coaching session, they can come into my membership for $50 a month and get help for months, right? And so that was part of the reason why I created the membership, was like, okay, like, I want to help more people. Like, it genuinely is about helping more people. I know they don't have that kind of money right now. What can I do? $5 things in the shop, $10 workshops, $50 coaching program. Like, not everyone has the ability to do that, but it's because I also serve brand partners that the tech companies are essentially subsidizing the tech education branch of what I do. Because the brand partners are paying my bills, I can keep things low cost for you. So that's the reality of how this business model works. And so when you interact with my sponsored content, when you click on my affiliate links, you make it easy for me to keep showing up in this way, to deliver all this value for free on a Monday live stream, to produce all of these training events and give stuff away constantly, because they've covered it. It's also a lot of work to connect with these people and find ethical brands to partner with and all of that, but I do enjoy it. So it's all good. It's just a lot. So that's why I don't work on Friday. I typically will go to somebody's park, hang out with a friend, hold some babies, read some books, do whatever I can so I don't burn out, so that I can continue to sustain this level of output. So more than you needed to know, but that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay. Aw, this was solid gold. Thank you, girl. This is one of my members. I adore her, and I love when she sends me voice notes because she has the most beautiful voice. Look at life, y'all. Look at God. Okay, well, this was like one big hug. I hope it made your Monday happy. I'm going to give you the little preview of the workshop with Phil. I encourage you to go snag the checklist and just look them over and decide what you want to try to implement, because I think that there's something in there to help you this summer, and it will take off a lot of stress if you don't have to worry about how to sell. All right, my friends. Well, until next time, ta-ta for now. If you are an aspiring content creator, or you're established and want to diversify your income without giving up your day job, join me on May 29th at 1 p.m. Eastern for the Part-Time Creator Full-Time Income Workshop, co-presented with Phil Pallen. In this workshop, we will share a blueprint for monetizing your passions through intelligent branding and strategic content creation. Whether you're interested in affiliate marketing or you're wanting to book more paid brand partnerships, this is the workshop for you. It's okay to be multi-passionate, and we're going to help you navigate that while striving for financial freedom. You can buy your $10 workshop ticket at shoplashondabrown.com, or you can become a star student for $10 a month to receive entry as well. I'm really excited for you to learn how service providers are juggling being content creators. I'll see you soon on May 29th.